In this demonstration, I'm going to show you a pike push-up. What a pike push-up is a pushing exercise, but instead of a horizontal push or a press as a normal push-up would be, we're going to be pressing in more of a vertical position. I'm going to show you a normal floor-based version of this exercise. Then I'm going to show you a more challenging version of it. Depending on your skill level, you may use one or the other. But a normal version here, the way we're going to set up is we're going to start in our push-up position. And then what we're going to do is walk our feet in so that our butt is going straight up in the air. My legs are staying relatively straight for the most part. And then all I'm going to do is drop my head down right between my hands. Don't smash your face on the floor here. We press back up out of it. Control our face down to the floor. Press back up out of it. Now you can see my line of force here that I'm applying to the floor is much more vertical and kind of an overhead movement as compared to when, or if I was doing a regular flat on the floor push-up. Now, as you can see just by watching me there, that range of motion on that is relatively short. If you have long arms, maybe you get a little bit more out of it. But you can only go down to the height of your head whenever you're doing that. I like to go through a full range of motion, assuming it doesn't cause pain in the shoulders for the client. And a way that I set up for that here is you can see I have my bench and my chairs both in here. So what I'm going to do is set my chairs up a couple feet from that bench. I'd say about 4 feet. I'm going to keep them angled this way. I would normally turn it so that the backs of the chairs are facing each other. But for the sake of you guys being able to see it on the video, this will be a better setup. So what I'm going to do is I have my chairs set up about 1.5 feet, 2 feet apart. My hands are going to go right on the seats of the chairs. My feet are up on the bench, and then I'm going to pop up into my pike position. So now what you'll see is that as I drop down into that lower position, I can get my head down below the level that I could on the floor before pressing back up out of it. So controlling down, getting my head between my hands, and pushing straight back up to that top position. Now, if both of these are too challenging for you, even on the floor, what you might do is hinge your hips back and put your hands against the wall where you're really not pushing vertically and you're staying in that horizontal plane, so you're not fighting gravity. But that's a good way to get a little bit of tension on your arms. And you could do the same thing as I did here on the chairs as well, with your hands up on the chairs and just dropping down here. Obviously, that's a lot less resistance than what you would face in either one of the other versions that I showed you here. But all three of those variations are a pike push-up.